Hey guys, so today we will be talking about just concealer, strictly concealer. I'm going to try to go a little bit more in depth when it comes to how I apply concealer. I'm going to do this for every step of my makeup routine, so I'm going to also be releasing a video for just how I place blush, highlighter, contour, bronzer, and then also how I do my brows. But I'm going to do it in individual videos because when I put on a full face of makeup, I tend to skip explaining certain steps of how I apply my makeup, and I just wanted to release individual videos for each step, just so you guys can get a better idea of how I like to apply my makeup. The makeup that I like to wear is very natural, minimal, barely there type of makeup, and I just wanted to state a fact: I am not a makeup artist. I'm just a makeup lover. So these tips and tricks that I'm going to be showing you is just things that work on my skin tone, my that I've been doing for years now, and it just works for me. So I just want to share my way of applying makeup to anyone out there that might like the same type of makeup that I like, which is natural and very minimal. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. Actually, before, if you do enjoy this video, like my video, also subscribe to my channel, and if you guys have any questions on anything, feel free to comment down below. Also, you guys can follow me on any social media at Danielsvibe on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Okay, so first, you want to make sure you're moisturized. And the reason why is because if you do have certain dry patches on your skin, the concealer basically is going to either flake or it's going to pick up, and you just want to make sure you have a smooth canvas. Me, because I'm very oily, I like to use like oil-free moisturizers or primers, and this is from the Make Beauty Gel Succulent Cream. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it usually where I'm mostly dry, which is the side of my face. I'm very oily everywhere, but where I tend to produce less oil is on the side of my face, the middle of my forehead, under the eyes, and then also anywhere I shave typically is less oily. Okay, so now that I've strictly primed the face, now we're going to go ahead and jump into the concealer application. Now, if you want your concealing to be very natural, you want to make sure you at least have minimum two different shades of concealer. A darker one that matches, your skin tone, and then a lighter one if you want to brighten. So for example, these are some of the concealers that I have. Here I have an RMS, I have a NARS, and then I also have 2 shades of the Dior Backstage concealer, and then 2 shades of the NARS Radiant Cream Concealer. And we will be using the Dior Backstage, and we will be using the NARS Radiant Concealers, since I have 2 shades for each. And so when I first apply concealer, I like to brighten, or I like to apply the lighter concealer where I want to brighten on my face. And for that, I've been loving the Dior Backstage, and the one that I used to brighten is the shade 2W, and then I also have this one in the shade 3N. The thing is, this one this concealer particularly, I do not like to conceal. I don't like to spot conceal with this one. I like to brighten, but not spot conceal. Reason why, because this is a very radiant concealer. So there is some mica in it, so it's basically kind of shimmery. So where I want to spot conceal, I don't want shimmer on there. I want something more of a matte finish or soft finish, So this I will be using, so I'm going to be using the 2W to brighten, and every time I apply concealer, any brush always just picks up way too much. As you can see, this is just too much product. If you want to keep your concealer looking very natural, you always want to make sure you don't over apply. So what I like to do is I like to basically take off everything from the brush, and especially this concealer, any little bit goes a long way with this concealer. It's a really good formula. Besides it being too radiant, I wish it was a little bit less radiant, so that way I would be able to use it all over the face. But still, I mean, it has a perfect applicator, it has a brush. So, I mean, this is very mistake proof. So where I like to brighten is typically under the eyes, and also here I tend to get some darkness. So go ahead and just basically start grabbing from the brush. And then also, if you don't have, because not every concealer has not every concealer has a brush like this, then you want to go ahead and use a separate brush. This one is from e.l.f. It's the concealer brush. It cost me like $4, so it's very affordable. And this one would be great if you want to be very precise when it comes to your concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some. And actually, let me go ahead and zoom you guys in just one moment. All right, that's better. So now we're zoomed in. Now you guys can get a better look of how I apply the concealer. So I like to go ahead and apply under the eyes. And I don't like to bring it too close to the waterline, because again, that just doesn't look very natural. And then your eyes start looking very basically, what's the word? I'm blanking out here. Alexa, what's the meaning of stark?
An adjective. Stark is usually defined as sheer, utter, downright, or for more.
Alexa, stop.
To give you more.
So if you apply the concealer too close to the waterline, your under eye starts looking very blanked and washed out. You still want to get a little bit of color, like a little bit of darkness under the eyes, just so it could look very natural. So again, I don't apply it too close to the waterline. And then I also like to apply again here where I get a little bit of darkness. And then I also like to apply I like to brighten in between my eyebrows, kind of a little bit higher to the forehead. So right here. And then also I like to brighten a little bit on the nose. And that's where I like to brighten up. And now that I have applied where I like to brighten up, then I'm gonna go ahead and do conceal the rest of my face. Basically, I like to spot conceal, and then I also like to conceal wherever I shave, because I do get a shadow when I do shave. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you let your concealer sit, unless it's a concealer that sets very quickly. But the concealers that I have don't set too quickly. I could leave it on my face for a minute and it'll still blend. And then, so now we're gonna go ahead and do like spot concealing. And for that, I like to use the Radiant Creamy Concealer. Even though it has the name Radiant on it, it's not radiant at all. It actually gives like a soft matte finish, which I really love. And this is in the shade Ginger, so this is the darker shade. And same thing with this. I like to go ahead and apply it. Sorry. Same thing as this. I like to wipe off any excess product on the right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and spot conceal any place where, you know, I have any blemishes or whatnot, or scars. So here on the side of my face, I have a little bit of blemishes here on my forehead. Now, I never really am too precise. I don't like to spot conceal everything, but just for the sake of this video, so you guys can get an idea. And if you ever do want to just have a perfected complexion, then this is the way to go. And then also, again, wherever I shaved, because I do get a shadow. So Okay, so now that I've applied precisely the concealer on my face, now it's time to blend. And as you see, I've let the concealer sit for a little. That way, that also provides you more coverage. And the way I like to blend the concealer is with my finger first, because it really melts the product into your skin. And then from there, I'll go ahead and blend it out as well with a brush, so I could just get a very seamless blend. And so I'll start blending with my finger, with my ring finger under the eyes. And again, I don't bring it too high to the waterline, because I just don't want like the under eye to look very blank and washed out. And I like to blend first where I like to brighten, and then I'll blend wherever I spot concealed. Now wherever I shaved, I blend with my finger, melt it in with my finger. Okay, so I have blended the concealer wherever I brightened, and then I also wherever I shaved, wherever I wanted to conceal the shadows of where I shaved. Now, for any blemishes or scarring that I want to get the best coverage, I do not blend with my finger. So what I do, I go ahead and grab a brush. Did I say a brush? I meant multiple brushes. And just like the concealer, when I talked about, you at least have to have two minimum of shades of the concealer. Then you also want to have at least two brushes for concealing. I have a bunch of concealer brushes. I have more put away, but basically they all serve a different type of purpose. This one's very precise for pinpointing spot concealing. This one's more of a denser brush. This one I like to use on my neck. And then, sorry, let me go ahead and name the brushes. So this is the e.l.f. concealer brush. It's about $4. This is the Rare Beauty brush. I don't remember the name of it. Does it have it on here? No, it doesn't. This is the Refer 32. This is very beautiful, fluffy brush. I love this one. And then here we have one of my favorites, is the Kat Von D concealer brush. It's the brush number 40. Don't think they make it anymore. They discontinued it, but this one is very beautiful for basically precision. And then here we have the F1 from Mario. This one's beautiful for picking up product if it's like a pot concealer. And then this is very nice and fluffy to blend the concealer. And then here we have one of my most recent favorites, which is the Sephora. It's the shade, the number 71. This one here is just lightweight. It's not too long. The shape of this concealer brush is just, beautifully designed. It's just perfect. And this one I love for everything. Let's go ahead and blend out the where I spot concealed. So I'm gonna go for that. I like to use a more denser brush. I'm gonna use this one from Rare Beauty, and basically I did spot conceal right here. And you wanna tap very gently and blend out gently. And then here as well. And if this shade looks too light on my skin tone, is because I have been out in the sun like crazy. I've gone to multiple music events and I've gotten a lot of sun. So a lot of my complexion products are too light for me right now. But you know, when you apply contour, you apply blush, and you just basically blend it all together, it doesn't really matter. It looks pretty even as far as the shade goes. All right, so I'm done blending on this side of my face. I'm gonna go ahead and blend the rest of my face. So here I have more places that I wanted to conceal. And again, very lightly tapping motions. And I'm never really this precise. But again, for the sake of this video, if there's anybody out there that, you know, is new to makeup and is wondering what's the best way to conceal for the most natural finish, this is the reason why I'm making this video. All right, so now that the concealer is fully, that I've blended the concealer everywhere, now I'm gonna go in with a fluffier brush, which would be this Sephora 71. And I'm just gonna go ahead and basically blend everything just to make sure I have a seamless blend all over the face. So under the eyes. And this right here is just gonna ensure that you know, everything's blended really nicely. Also, sometimes you do forget to blend certain areas, so having all these steps and then looking at yourself in the mirror again, sometimes I'll like catch myself and be like, oh wait, I forgot to spot conceal, I forgot to blend this area or whatnot. So this is good just to catch any areas where you might have forgotten to blend. Okay, so I'm done concealing, I'm done blending. This is how the skin is looking. I love how it looks. I've never really done this precise concealing, but you know, for the sake of this video, I wanted to show you guys how the techniques that I've learned through watching other YouTubers or just on my own, and share it with you guys, and hopefully it's helpful for you guys. But this is how the skin is looking. As you see, I mean, I could have done more spot concealing, but again, this is, I like to do more of a natural look. So if you're showing a pimple here and there or a blemish here and there, that's good. You know, that tricks the eye of whoever's seeing you into thinking that maybe it's you're not wearing any makeup. And loving how the skin is looking. And that's basically it for this video. I really wanted to keep it short, but also go a little more in depth of how I apply concealer, and I hope this was very helpful to somebody out there. Again, I'm going to be releasing more videos when like this for blush, highlight, contour, bronzer, and also how I do my eyebrows. If you guys do want to see more videos, let me know. If you guys like this video, comment down below. If you like the video, like my video. If you enjoyed the video, like my video. Also subscribe to my channel. And if you guys have any questions on anything, comment down below. And you guys can follow me on any social media at Danielsvibe on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Be out there. Again, if you guys have any questions on anything, feel free to give us a call. Not give us a call. Sorry, I was thinking I was at work or something. Anyways,